Hey Yankees fans, gather around because the offseason is heating up like never before, and the Bronx Bombers are right in the middle of a whirlwind of decisions that could define the 2026 season. Let's start with the biggest headline making waves in the Big Apple. Jason Dominguez, the switch-hitting phenom everyone has been calling the Martian, might finally be on the trading block. For years, we've watched Dominguez rise through the minors with comparisons to Mickey Mantle, a player seemingly molded to be a franchise savior for New York. Fans and analysts alike have treated him like untouchable currency, a generational talent whose every at-bat is a glimpse of a future star. But now, the Yankees are facing a moment of truth. Do they prioritize holding onto a top-5 farm system prospect, or do they go all in for a World Series run? Because the reality is, it may not be possible to have both. The driving force behind this possible move is a glaring need in the pitching department. After watching rivals like the New York Mets snatch up key arms such as Devin Williams, the Yankees front office recognizes that to contend for a championship, the rotation needs reinforcement. One name consistently surfacing in trade rumors is Sandy Alcantara. Reports suggest that the Miami Marlins are finally willing to consider offers for Alcantara, and while the cost will be monumental, it could very well start with Dominguez. Imagine pairing Alcantara with Garrett Cole and Max Fried, a trio capable of consuming innings, shortening games, and protecting a bullpen that has recently lost crucial depth. This is exactly the kind of decisive, win-now mentality that characterized the Steinbrenner era, a philosophy that says titles matter above all else. Trading Dominguez will undoubtedly sting. He is just 22 years old, a player with all-star potential, and letting go of such a promising talent is never easy for fans who have followed his journey from rookie sensation to the Martian, who could change the trajectory of the franchise. Yet, young prospects are inherently risky. They are lottery tickets. Alcantara, on the other hand, represents certainty, a proven ace capable of making an immediate impact. The conversation is made more feasible by the rise of another prospect, Spencer Jones. While Dominguez has faced injuries and defensive inconsistencies, Jones has quietly refined his game, cutting down on strikeouts while maintaining elite exit velocities. He offers left-handed power, excellent defense, and the kind of speed on the base paths that adds value beyond raw hitting numbers. Scouts have noted that his combination of size, strength, and versatility is rare, and his ceiling in center or left field now seems to rival or even exceed that of Dominguez at the present moment. If Jones claims the fourth outfielder spot this spring, holding on to Dominguez may no longer be a matter of protecting talent, but rather a misstep in roster management. Jones provides roughly 80% of Dominguez's offensive output while offering defensive stability, meaning the drop-off in production is minimal if Dominguez is moved. Meanwhile, the Yankees' outfield is becoming crowded with Aaron Judge anchoring one corner, and with potential additions such as Cody Bellinger or Kyle Tucker, Dominguez could find himself fighting for playing time, stunting his development in a part-time role or spending time on the injured list. Jones, in contrast, fits seamlessly into a fourth outfielder profile, offering immediate impact off the bench with speed and defensive reliability. By embracing this path, the Yankees could turn a logjam of talent into strategic flexibility, transforming potential into a tool that directly contributes to a championship push. The front office is under enormous pressure. Brian Cashman knows that Aaron Judge is still in his prime, and wasting a year of his peak to wait for a 22-year-old to reach his potential is not an option. The pursuit of a missing piece, someone like Alcantara, represents the calculated risk that could push the Yankees over the top. Dominguez retains the aura of a future star, which ironically makes him the most valuable trade chip in the organization at this exact moment. A struggle, an injury, or a sophomore slump could dramatically reduce his trade value, meaning the time to act is now. While saying goodbye to the Martian will be unpopular and emotionally difficult, in New York, championships are the only measure that truly matters. Prospect rankings are fleeting and flags fly forever. If Spencer Jones proves he belongs in the lineup this spring, the Yankees must have the courage to trade Dominguez in pursuit of immediate glory. Meanwhile, The outfield situation continues to simmer. Cody Bellinger remains a top target, and with the Toronto Blue Jays entering the mix, the competition for his services is intensifying. Bellinger, coming off a season with a slash line of .272, .334 for 80 and 29 home runs, has expressed openness to returning to the Bronx, but the Blue Jays have the financial flexibility to compete aggressively. They have committed enormous sums in recent years and are not afraid to spend to land elite talent. This means the Yankees not only have to outbid rivals, but also navigate internal payroll constraints that could limit their flexibility. Reports suggest a possible ceiling of $300 million, a number that may force tough choices regarding free agent acquisitions and trades. Balancing the pursuit of Bellinger, potential targets like Kyle Tucker, and internal roster needs will be a delicate act of financial and strategic management for the front office. At the same time, the Yankees are turning their attention across the Pacific. Pitching depth is another critical concern, and they have set their sights on Japanese stars Tatsuya Emi and Kona Takahashi. Emi, a high-ceiling right-hander, represents a potential solution to start the season while core starters like Garrett Cole and Clark Schmidt recover from surgery. Even if Emi peaks as a number 3 starter in the majors, he provides immediate innings and stability, easing the strain on the bullpen. Meanwhile, Takahashi offers a cost-effective option with proven consistency over 11 seasons in Nippon professional baseball. His ability to contribute as both a starter and relief option makes him an ideal complementary piece, allowing the Yankees to bolster pitching depth without overcommitting financially, which could be critical given the rumored $300 million payroll threshold. As we move deeper into the offseason, the pressure on the Yankees' front office continues to mount. The decisions they make over the next few months will not just shape the 2026 season. They could define the next era of the franchise. With Jason Dominguez potentially on the trading block and Spencer Jones emerging as a ready-to-contribute talent, the dynamics of the Yankees' outfield are shifting rapidly. Aaron Judge remains the cornerstone, but the supporting cast will determine how much of his prime is maximized. If the team can successfully convert surplus talent like Dominguez into an ace, such as Sandy Alcantara, or if they can strike a balance by bringing in complementary pieces without breaking the bank, New York could be poised to make a serious push for the World Series. Every decision now carries both risk and reward, and fans are watching closely, knowing that patience in New York is limited and expectations are sky-high. Cody Bellinger's situation exemplifies the complexity of these decisions. The former All-Star outfielder has proven he can deliver both power and consistency at the plate, and he represents a bridge between the current core and the next generation of Yankees talent. However, the competition for his signature is fierce. The Blue Jays are reportedly ready to make a significant push, and their willingness to spend provides a formidable challenge. If New York cannot maneuver its payroll to accommodate Bellinger's potential contract, the team may have to reconsider how they fill the outfield gaps. Kyle Tucker is another player being heavily pursued, and while he brings elite athleticism and left-handed power, the combination of Bellinger and Tucker would likely require moving existing salary commitments, a move that could ripple through the roster and impact flexibility elsewhere. These are the kinds of high-stakes chess moves that define the modern Yankees. Balancing superstar acquisitions, prospect development, and financial constraints while attempting to build a team capable of contending immediately. Amid this shuffle, the importance of pitching depth cannot be overstated. The Yankees' rotation has already been impacted by injuries, and acquiring Japanese pitchers Tatsuya Emi and Kona Takahashi could provide not only immediate help but long-term stability. Emi's potential to contribute innings early in the season while acclimating to Major League Baseball is particularly intriguing. With Garrett Cole and Clark Schmidt recovering from Tommy John surgery, Emi could bridge a critical gap and reduce stress on the bullpen, which will be essential for a team chasing a championship. The Yankees' willingness to invest in a high-ceiling player like Emi highlights the aggressive approach the front office is taking. But they're also balancing this with Takahashi, whose cost-effective profile provides insurance without jeopardizing financial flexibility. This dual approach, pursuing a high-upside star while maintaining budget-conscious depth demonstrates strategic planning at its finest, allowing the Yankees to navigate the complexities of a limited payroll while still chasing immediate success. Meanwhile, internal roster battles are heating up. Spencer Jones is emerging as a legitimate candidate to contribute immediately, and his presence could alter the calculus for trading Dominguez. The Yankees may be in a position where they can replace much of Dominguez's offensive output and defensive coverage without sacrificing overall talent, effectively transforming a potential loss into a strategic advantage. Jones' combination of speed, defensive range, and power gives the team flexibility to deploy him in multiple roles, whether as a fourth outfielder, pinch runner, or a late-inning defensive substitute. If the Yankees can optimize his development while simultaneously leveraging Dominguez's trade value, they could turn a potentially emotional decision into a calculated move that strengthens the team across multiple dimensions. Financial strategy remains a central theme in all of this. Rumors of a $300 million payroll cap, whether strict or flexible, create constraints that impact nearly every potential acquisition. Signing both Bellinger and Tucker, or absorbing another high-profile contract, would require careful maneuvering, potentially moving current salaries to create the necessary space. These constraints force the Yankees to make tough choices, weighing short-term gains against long-term flexibility. The front office must balance competing priorities, maintaining a championship-caliber roster, managing payroll responsibly, and ensuring the farm system continues to produce impact talent. Every move has implications not only for the 2026 season, but for the years that follow, making this offseason one of the most consequential in recent memory. As the trade and free agency markets evolve, Yankees fans are witnessing a delicate balancing act. Trading Dominguez for a proven ace, signing a top-tier outfielder, or investing in international pitching talent all carry inherent risk and reward. The decisions made over the next few months will determine whether the Yankees can capitalize on Aaron Judge's prime years, optimize the emerging talent of Spencer Jones, and reinforce critical areas like pitching and depth in the outfield. Every day brings new reports, rumors, and strategic considerations, and a margin for error is razor thin. In New York, the expectation is not merely to compete, but to win, and the willingness of the front office to act decisively will define the outcome of this pivotal offseason. This is a moment where patience must be balanced with boldness. The Yankees are standing at a crossroads, where calculated risks could lead to championships and inaction could result in missed opportunities. Each roster move, whether a trade, signing, or promotion from within, must be weighed against the backdrop of the team's championship aspirations. The blend of emerging talent, proven veterans, and strategic acquisitions represents the formula that could finally propel the Yankees over the edge and secure another title for the Bronx. But before we continue, please remember to join our channel and give this video a like. Your support allows us to keep bringing you the latest news about the New York Yankees. Feel free to share your thoughts on the news in the comments. Rumors have a way of spilling through the cracks long before anyone is willing to confirm them. But this time the whispers carried something larger, something that swept through clubhouses and front offices like an unexpected gust. Bryce Harper is officially a Yankee. At least, that's what the murmurs insist. No announcement screens, no orchestrated fanfare, just a sudden surge of hushed excitement rippling across the baseball world, leaving insiders scrambling and rivals blinking in disbelief. Word of Harper's leap into pinstripes didn't arrive as a lightning bolt, but as a low, persistent hum, the kind that grows louder by the minute. Some say the first hint surfaced from agents seen pacing outside a well-known Manhattan building. Others swear a Yankee executive let a smile slip at precisely the wrong moment. Wherever the spark began, it ignited a blaze of speculation. Could it really be Harper, the superstar with one of the most recognizable swings in modern baseball, stepping onto the pristine grass of the Bronx? The buzz only intensified. Club employees allegedly rushed into closed-door meetings. Equipment managers reportedly unpacked boxes that had been waiting for months. A certain player's jersey was said to be quietly moved into a more prominent locker. And through all of it, fans hovered at the edges of the rumor, trying to keep their expectations from running wild, yet failing spectacularly as social feeds overflowed with disbelief and breathless excitement. Harper has always commanded attention. His presence alone shifts atmospheres, so the idea of him anchoring a lineup in pinstripes feels almost cinematic. Yet the surreal part isn't the potential impact. It's the suddenness, the way the rumor erupted without warning. One moment, the league seemed stable, predictable even, and the next it was rattled by the possibility of a seismic change in baseball's balance of power. No official imagery, no press conference backdrop, no contract details have surfaced. Still, the chatter refuses to fade. If anything, it grows with every passing hour, carried by insiders, fans, and even players who claim they've heard something from someone who would know. Whether this whirlwind proves to be an earth-shaking truth or yet another fevered burst of off-season imagination, one thing is certain. The baseball world cannot look away. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving exclusive news about the New York Yankees, please subscribe to our channel and give us a like. We always appreciate your comments and opinions. See you in the next video.